Okay, we should be fine now. And there we go. Wait, everything is working fine? Seems to be, yep. So we will be working on MIG-1.44. It's an interesting plane. It was a prototype, tested and flown in the late stages of the Cold War and never produced as the country that made it went bankrupt. So, well, unfortunate. But, uh, pretty design. It's a pretty design. It's quite simple. The reason why I'm doing this today is, well, simply because it's an easy design. I haven't been around for a while. I'm quite a bit rusty. So, slow and steady. Don't want to start off with something too wild. And bite off more than you can chew. That's never a good idea. Ooh. But yeah, while I make this, I will attempt to look into the plane as well. The history. Because usually I remember back in the day when I say back in the day like I've been streaming for a while. Consistently streaming for a while. Wait. Me? Um, yeah, I guess it's alright. Moving ahead, does it stretch it too much? Yeah, I think, actually, you know what, we know exactly where. Mm, how about so? A little bit more. No, too much. Okay, we'll have to do something over here. Maybe we'll have to subdivide the lines. Let me get that done then. Um, Subdivide. Can I do that? Oh, okay. What? Hmm. Let's try that. Should be an all around case. Yes, it is. Oof, I can insert an edge and I heard something. Eula. Oh man, I wish you weren't a bot. Nothing. Da, 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 da. Okay, getting back to work. Aha! Wait, let me try this. Insert an edge. Okay, do that. Yay! Nice. Now it should be easier to do this. Still a little bit of a pain in the butt. How about we do that again? Instead, we just change the direction. Aha! Much better. Whoops. Okay, let's try this. This needs to be flattened out quite a bit, doesn't it? Wait. Maybe... Just maybe... Instead of doing what we were doing earlier, how about we just stretch them out? What does that look like? Oh man, I could not get it to... Should I just... Yeah, I should just mirror it, shouldn't I? Cancel. Symmetry. Select a face. I don't have one. I suppose that needed to be done way earlier. Who cares? We'll just do it the hard way. Also, yeah, I have, what do you call those? Bed voice? A little bit of a bed voice. Let's try this. Seems better. just a little bit more um extra hard work. I could have done it smartly by mirroring, but well, I'm going piece by piece, section by section. And there you go. How do you smoothen this? Maybe by adding an edge. That does help a little bit. Not a lot. Definitely does a little bit. What I do is squeeze this in a little bit. Check shape. And check with Google. So that was a separate piece. Okay. Either way would have worked. Got it. Got it. Definitely don't need to push it, I suppose. Should it cancel on this? Okay. Now, side view seems fine. Top view also actually seems fine. We don't have a bottom. Let's check the front. Pretty accurate. Okay, I guess we just got fooled by the roots for the canal. Wait. You see these roots over here? Let me check if there's a better one on Pinterest. Yeah, I guess this is the same size. Oh, yep, that's the same size of the image. But do we have an image? Oh, look at that. Is that a model? Looks like a model. Yep, it's a model. Yeah, basically, this thing over here fooled me into thinking that was part of the smooth central body, the fuselage. Turns out that's just a outgrowth. While we are over here, let's just have a look. MIG-1.44. War Thunder. What the hell is this plane gonna do in War Thunder? But yeah. Wait, I don't want to know about this. Wait, Wikipedia. Wikipedia page. So multi-role fighter. It's a technology demonstrator. There you go. So not wasn't supposed to be what it would look like when it would fully develop as a fighter, I suppose. There's a lot of technology demonstrators that it's just to prove that the thing works, the idea works. And then it starts looking quite a bit different afterwards. Yeah, Project I-90. Interesting. So, the NATO reporting name was Flatpak. It's a multi-role fighter technology demonstrator developed by MIG-1 Design Bureau. Multi and it was under the program for multifunctional frontline fighter. Well, apparently, it was a response to America's advanced tactical fighter, which gave us the beautiful F-22 Raptor and the gorgeous YF-23. The design development was a protracted one, characterized by repeated length due to. There you go. Lack of funds, collapse of the country. It flew after the collapse of the country, okay? And was already 9 years behind schedule for the first flight. Oh no, it got cancelled the same year. Oh man. And then it got replaced by the Su-57, which in and of itself is a beautiful aircraft. Maybe not all that great technically, but visually beautiful. Hmm, interesting. I keep forgetting to switch the windows when I switch from my work window to the Chrome window. Okay, anyway, I suppose we'll leave it at that for now. Guess we'll work on the. Should I work on the wings first? Maybe not. I have these base. Let me get rid of this. I have these base plate wings, but I intend to get rid of them. They don't look so, smooth and curvy and part of the design. Looks a bit shite. Looks a bit too flat. Looks like cardboard. So yeah, I'll change that, but just so that it doesn't become a headache for me later on in terms of what do you call it? Design history. So on the bottom over here, the steps. I don't want to do the wings and then come back to the exhaust and then work on the main body. I'll do as much of core designing of the main body first. Then, you can come back to fix things. But yeah, I'll do the exhaust so that I get a better understanding of how to curve these two shapes. I don't want to make it out of one sheet, but then I have not yet practiced surface modeling that well to do that. Hopefully I can do that soon. But yeah, for now, let's just do a simple thing. Let's sketch some exhausts. Or, well, more accurately, one exhaust. Or half an exhaust, actually. Because we'll make half of it. And then we'll just rotate it around. How do I figure out how much is half? 7? 7. Let's go for 7. That's 7. Half would be around, what, 3.5? 3.5. This is, by the way, millimeters. We're going by millimeters, and the whole plane is about 10 centimeters in size. which is this. Not enough, too less, too small. So yeah, when you're making well, sketches on a 3D software and you intend to make, so this is a cross section of half of a cylinder. When you're making a cross section, you always want to remember to make sure that your thickness is enough for whatever 3D printer or any other manufacturing method you're using. Because right now I'm not modeling for animation, so I'm not modeling for the fancy, pretty plane on screen. Rather, this will be 3D printed later on. So this you don't really have to bother about at all. The thickness of this blue hue on the screen. You don't have to bother about this at all if you're animating for what do you call it? You're modeling for animation. Now, if you're modeling for a really high-end animation, you might want to still put this in because good stuff. It really pushes up the quality. But then if you're doing something, low to medium grade, you really don't need it. But then you go for modeling for physical manufacturing. No matter what the method of manufacturing is, you always need to pay attention to this thickness. You need to be able to make that thickness basically. And we will put that thickness into this thin cloth as well later down the line. Hopefully the cloth is not too sharply bent for that. Okay, now that we have our sketch, we have revolve tool in surface. We select our sketch, then we go to select an axis, we select our axis, and there we have it. We hit OK, we have an exhaust. See, a cute little exhaust. With a thingamajig in the center. Looks quite interesting. Let me chamfer this so it doesn't look too weird. Okay. And how about I fillet the inside? Alright. There we go. I mean, this could either be an exhaust or a lamp shade, with that being the bulb. At this basic level of designing, doesn't matter all that much. Now, what this will help us do is fix this. See how far out it is, and as well as this one. Both of these we need to push really inwards to match it. And over here as well. This one's quite alright. If anything, you can see the lines a bit inward. Over here, behind the cylinder, that can be pushed out. This needs to come in way in. So that can be fixed. There we go. Just so that it's easy to do. Now what we're gonna do is a different kind of mirror, where instead of trying to mirror one body, all we do, mirror within a body, so mirror two sides of a body. We're just gonna mirror the whole body on a plane. or as I personally like to call it, on the cheese slices. Now you see this transparent Lego block? As soon as I confirm that I want the selection, boom, ta-da! Now these guys are being a bit they're encroaching a bit. So now I can focus on fixing the back. As this is gonna take a minute. Where is it? Nope, we need to do the top first. Edit. Alright. Oh. Oops. Mistake. Again, didn't work. Okay. Doesn't work. I guess it's one piece at a time. Interesting. It made it more square and sharp. Well, not really, because makes sense. Makes sense. Whoops. Wait, what happened to the screen? Oh, there it is. Ah, interesting. Just went away for a bit. I have to keep checking the screen. Interesting. So, let me just check how easily is it visible on Discord. Oh, okay. Sorry, not Discord. Steam. Okay, it is visible. So you see the really, really light circle, transparent, translucent. I have to, as closely as possible, match my lines to that. Also, for anybody who is trying to get into physical, non-animation based 3D modeling, more on the manufacturing 3D modeling end of things, this is very like basic. I'm not doing it in the best, most correct way possible. So just a heads up on that. There's better ways to go about this. Also, what the hell did I do? Okay, there it is. That was difficult to understand for a second for myself. All right. That's point number 2. Where's point number 3? What? There's nothing there? For so long? That's a long distance for there to be, uh, there to not be anything. Okay. Oof, mirroring would be so helpful right about now. Because I didn't mirror the body at the start, to do it all piecemeal basis. Okay. Wait, which one is it? It is this one. Yeah. There we go. I don't like that it keeps showing what the old curve was like while I'm working on the new curve. Like, it's already confusing. Why do you want to fill it up? I believe this is one of the updates. This wasn't there about a year and a half or 2 years or 3 years ago, maybe? Damn, time does fly. Now, am I passing below? No, I'm not. It's simply showing me the old curve. Why? I have no idea. That's not a good way to go about it. Guess that just doesn't work then. What the heck have I done here? Okay, seems right. Seems right from the top. Seems right from the bottom. Now I can move them in. Oh, not too much. Not too much. To be honest. Wait. I don't need to move in the bottom sections. It's only the top section that needs to go over. Ooh, whoa. That was a quick squish, huh? Okay, that tells us a little bit about which other portions could come in. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at it from the top. Um, this one, and then this one. Okay, okay, it's moving somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It's still very much, most definitely a really botched job I'm doing. But we're getting somewhere. Okay. Not too bad. Only a little bit bad. That should not be bent like that. That's not a good idea. How do we fix this? Why must you show me the old design? Okay. I suppose it's gonna remain a little bit botched. But then again, I'm coming back to this software after how many months now? Say at least 4 to 5 months. Wait, it has to be the points, not the lines. Okay, there we go. Quite a bit better. I know. The rest of the body is still really wonky. I'll fix it up later. As we always do, kicking the bucket. Well, not down to the next person, but rather to next time. Alright. It's shaping up. Interesting. Hmm. Wait, top view. Eh, what the hell? Where is this one? Nope, this one. Yeah. Slightly pull it in. Slightly. And then what do we do after we pull it in? Nothing, I guess. Because that's not exactly going to make the change. The change is going to come about somewhere else. Oh, that just pushes the whole thing in. Not really, no. That's not what we're looking for. What we are looking for... Let's open up canvas for a second. Okay, yep. What we are looking for is getting these guys further in. Wait. So what if I just do this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, how about these guys? Aha! There we go. Solution. No, we don't need to push the whole box in. All we need is let's. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. What does it look like? Eh, looks a bit squished. This needs to go down. Both ends need to go down a bit. It's unnecessarily sharp and pointy and standing up for no good reason. Okay, okay. I guess these need to be subdivided as well. It's not giving a good look. Subdivide. Yes. There we go. Take this and this. Start by pushing them out a little bit so you get it stays curvy, or well, you get an outward curve instead of an inward curve. Alright. I'm gonna take this guy and assume it's this guy. Let's just check that. Nope, we were really wrong. It's that guy. And we push them in a little bit to reduce the pointiness. Let's hope that I don't need to subdivide from here. Okay, doesn't feel like I need to. Seems good. I need to work on this piece. Oof, sweet. Now let's see what it looks like. Hey, not bad. I mean, it is bad. This should not exist. But hey, not bad. Okay, okay. I have never, that's a weirdly Western, okay. Accent-wise. I've never had such a, well, I've never paid attention to such a smooth body. And also, Otaku Arceus, hey! How's it going? 4:30 a.m. Yeah, what the hell are you doing? What the hell? Go get some sleep. What are you doing at 4:30 a.m.? You can't get sleep? Or you're a night owl? Maybe you're a night owl. The software I'm using is Autodesk Fusion 360. Also, my apologies for responding late. I am working on one screen, so I'm not able to look at the chat all the time. My screen gets filled. But yeah, this is... Wait, let me... Since I have finished the base... Quite pretty, right? Nice bumps. But yeah, this is me working on a model of a very interesting plane, which, well, if I was to remove my bodies, This is what it looks like. This thing does still exist very much, but well, it's more or less a giant 20 meter, I think it's 20 meters, 20-meter paperweight right now. War Thunder, well, no, this plane, well, first of all, it's not in War Thunder, and I'm not modeling it for any sort of animation. So it's for a physical 3D print. So once I'm done designing this, it'll be sent to a printer where, well, there'll be magic and the real piece will come out. Well, mine will definitely be scaled much smaller. So mine is scaled to about 10 centimeters. Roughly what the limits of normal on your palm would be. You know, any toys or models on your palm. But yeah, to speak a little bit more about the aircraft itself, this is what it looks like. Here you go. So this is the aircraft. Interesting looking, sweet looking plane. Not too modern as such. Well, it wouldn't be modern because it was designed and built in the 80s, 1980s. And well, the program was cancelled. It flew once in 2000, which was 9 years late behind schedule, and then the program was cancelled. So unfortunately, it only stayed up to the technology demonstrator level. Now, what a technology demonstrator is you make something, you make it, well, you make it work. Let's say you make a car. You put everything you would in a very basic version of the car. You make the base shape of the car and you put it out to drive. You test it. And then if it feels cool, if it feels alright, if it works, then you make the body a bit more cool looking, a bit more streamlined. You add some details on it. You put in, instead of analog dials, you put in digital dashboard. You put in airbags. You put in all fancy, leather chairs and stuff. But yeah, so that is what a technology demonstrator is. Almost ready, but not yet. And yeah, it's from the 1980s. It still exists, but I don't know where exactly. Let's look it up. MIG-1.44 last seen. Last seen alive. Why was it cancelled? What's the difference? What happened? 2023. Auto evolution. Yeah, it hasn't been seen much after its first flight, looks like. Is there anything in the news? Not really, yeah, no. It hasn't been seen since the early 2000s. Maybe once or twice, because, they do those air shows where it's all for selling the damn thing. You'll have fancy air parades of groups of planes flying. You'll have civilian planes, you have military planes, and you'll have a lot of planes parked on the there's different air expos. There's Max, there's the Paris Air Show, there is, I forgot the Indian name. There's a big Indian air show as well. Basically, you roll out all these planes. Like, hey, we're working on this new design. Hey, do you want to buy this plane? Blah, blah, blah. It's like walking into a mall, but for countries and to buy planes. So over there, this thing might have come out just as a static display, just to park it and show that, hey, look at this fancy plane we had built a long time ago. You want to take some more photos with it? Go take some photos with it. So it might have been shown a few more times in that setting. But well, more or less, this plane, there's only one of a kind. It's not like they built 300, they built 20, they built 50. No, no, no. They built one. Since then, they have had some concept ideas, but as you can see, this is just a model, like what mine will end up being eventually. It's not the real piece. This is what a real piece looks like, a flying piece. And you can already buy model kits of this plane. So that's what I'm working on. Mm, single screen switching is very. It's not difficult, it's just annoying. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just enjoy this a lot. Like normally people say, "Oh, boys like cars. Why do they like cars?" It's because they are fast. Why would I be interested in a car if I can have a plane which flies like 10 times faster? Well, that's my logic. That's my logic for being into planes. And then it's also fun where rarely you come across uh, other boys and girls who are like, hey, I'm into planes. Hey, I saw that aircraft carrier, or I build models. It's like, hey, yo, that's so cool. You do this too? Yeah, I could say this is my niche, my hobby. This is what I work on, this is what I enjoy doing. This is what I'm not able to do all the time. I hope one day I'm able to do this all the time. But well, not yet. Not yet. There's still a long way to go to make this a permanent affair. Uh, no, wrong one. Modify. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Pull this in a little bit so that it doesn't look as sharp. Wait, is this the correct one? Yeah, seems like the correct one. Then maybe I could pull this in as well. Or maybe I could pull over here. Aha, that seems better. Then this. Wait, which one is the corresponding piece on the other side? Wait, that's interesting. It's not symmetrical. Whoopsie. There's an issue. See, that's what happens when you don't mirror. I have an issue of asymmetry where this curve is smooth, but this curve is a bit sharp. Not good. Not good at all. Now I just have to eyeball this curve to match the other one. And that is a very dangerous thing. You never want to do that. In a body that is supposed to be symmetrical, you don't want to just wing it asymmetrical modifications you don't want to do by winging it. This uh, that's the worst thing. What I'm doing right now is the worst thing you could do to any symmetrical body. And nobody's gonna know. This is like a 1 to 2 millimeter space. Nobody's gonna know. But yeah. Well, you're going to sleep. Good. Have a good sleep, man. Hopefully you can sleep a bit earlier as the days go by. You'll be able to wake up early as well. Trust me, it's nice to wake up early. Why are you streaming? I don't know. I didn't feel like going to sleep either, I guess. Is there anything to curve them at the same time? Yes, there is a mirror tool which I needed to apply way like earlier. I needed to apply it way before when I'm doing the models. I can apply it now, but I'm just lazy to do the right thing, so I'm not doing it. And it is easier to apply it at the start. It just makes everything else easy. I didn't do it, I forgot. So now I'm just gonna jerry rig it or, do jugaad, the Indian word for jerry rigging. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for showing up. I hope it was fun. And you have a good sleep. See you next time. Good night. I'll be here continuing my model. Okay, where were we? Oh, damn. Interesting. It's already my. I intended to do an hour-long stream. I seem to have completed an hour-long stream. I'd set an alarm and the alarm went off. Well, let's see. In terms of overall dimensions, I didn't do jack shit. But in terms of specific design, yeah, damn. This is the first time I've done it so well, anywhere near this level of smoothness to connect with the exhaust. I've never done this before. I have been a little bit because, okay, I'll put it this way. This entire area is, whoopsie. Okay, yeah, there you go. So this entire area is about, yeah, half a centimeter by half a, mm, yeah, half a centimeter by half a centimeter. The whole thing is about 1.5 centimeters in length and half a centimeter in height. So these issues are a few millimeters worth of issues, which for a comeback design, like coming back after many months of not doing anything, not too bad. I won't like it because I will be able to see it immediately once the model is done. I can see it right now. I'm like, no, I want to fix that. This bump should not exist. I don't have much of an idea on how to fix that. Let's try that. Yeah, I guess I fixed it a little bit. I have the same bump over here as well, which unfortunately now I have to just keep fixing it asymmetrically. I cannot, so that's another issue. Once you start working on things in an asymmetrical fashion, you have to just keep working on them asymmetrical. It's a horrible death spiral. You just don't get out of it. The only shot you do have, if you go and you just reverse a little bit, and if you don't reverse completely or just do it again from the scratch, your main, well, options are to touch it up a little bit, fix it up a little bit, and just be happy with whatever issues you have, because there will be some. This is not uh, permanently fixable anymore, and like unless I really go back and change up like a lot of the parts. Oops, that's way too much. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Now, let's see. Interesting. It has a metal plate on the back. Approved in 1983, formally approved, called I-90. Okay. Well, there you have the biggest enemy of all these programs, cost escalation. Well, unfortunate that it never showed up in numbers and in its final form, because this is not its final form. But yeah, hopefully we can keep at it. Today, qualitatively, I was able to do a lot, so I'm happy. I was able to do a new thing. I've none of my designs prior have such a smooth. Well, it's not exactly smooth, but yeah, none of my designs before this have had something this matching to the actual exhaust in the back before. So I'm happy on a qualitative front. Not fully, because, well, clearly I messed up a bit. But yeah, not much in terms of quantity. So visually, it hasn't changed from the start of the stream that much if you look at the whole play. That should be changing in coming streams, and hopefully, well, those coming streams come soon. But yeah, I generally enjoyed today. Today was fun. And I'll keep that as the end bit for the day. I hope to see you all next time. And till then, be chill, have fun, have a good day, good night, good afternoon, or good evening. Just have a good time. Bye bye. Battane. Yanne.